Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your local real estate agent here, Garage Joseph here in South Florida, and your mortgage dad, Ronnie Fairley.
Going on, everyone?
Yeah. All right, so we got an interesting topic to talk with you guys about. We're going to talk about FHA loans and FHA limits.
Yeah.
My understanding, Ronnie, I say we, but the consumer who has a certain credit score, I believe a 580, can actually take out a loan up to $500,000. If I'm saying that
Yes. So,
correctly. Okay.
yep, 498 and change to be exact. But yeah, it's called $500,000. And again, that's the loan amount. So one thing to kind of make sure that you can buy a house for say 610 or whatever that is, and you're able to
Hmm.
put down the 3.5% with the FHA loan, and that loan amount needs to be that 598 and change,
Okay.
which is it increases each year. So this past say 2 years, with the way the housing industry is going, that loan limit, loan amount obviously has gone up significant amount. So for single family homes, this is a great product for FHA loans
Hmm.
to somebody that may have a lower credit score for whatever reason. Allows you to put that low down payment and get into a house. So yeah.
Now, from your experience, as far as the perception of someone coming in trying to purchase a home with an FHA versus a conventional,
Yep.
should it really make a difference in the eyes of a seller? Because at the end of the day, it's money. They've been approved. Is it more of a
Correct.
perception thing?
So, good question. In reality, someone's approved for whatever type of loan, right? So they're approved for an FHA loan, and they could be doing it for a couple different reasons, right? So FHA, you could be, maybe not a first-time home buyer, right, and just want to put that 3.5% down. You can use that FHA loan to do that. You've got a lower credit score for whatever reason. We all know something. You don't know something's on your credit report until somebody pulls it, and
Mm.
it's like, wow, this has been going on for 3 months, and you have no clue. But yet you're ready to buy a house. You don't have 6 months to try to clean up this mistake on your credit report. So you just got to do what you got to do. So your credit may be low because of something totally out of not in your control. Mistakes happen,
Yeah.
or theft or something like that. So yeah. So I think when you're approved for a certain loan as the seller, they're approved for whatever it is, right? So now I will say when it comes on FHA and condos is a little
Mm.
bit harder. So single family homes, not a tremendous issue going FHA or conventional. But when it comes to condos, there's a lot of condo associations that it's a little bit harder to get an FHA acceptance. So that's where, again, to be honest, if I'm a seller and I've got two of the exact same offers, and
Yeah.
one is FHA and one is conventional, that's where maybe the conventional will maybe play out a little bit stronger because FHA is a little bit harder to get approved in the condos. So
Okay, and from my end, even as a realtor, I'll do my best to kind of educate and even steer
yeah,
away certain clients that I know are FHA approved. And if we're going to look at condos, I know in South Florida, that market is pretty tough to get in
yeah,
through an FHA loan. So, but like you said before, a single family home is an even playing field. Whether you're
yeah,
coming in with FHA or conventional, I tell my clients like, hey, it's really it's the only competition is the negotiation and the offer itself. But as far as coming in with the offer as an FHA a borrower, it's no different than
so
conventional or even cash
so
because it's
same
still
thing,
money.
right? Let's
Yeah.
it's not FHA, but VA loan is similar to an FHA loan. And I remember there's a stigma back, when the housing market was going crazy. Oh, I'm not accepting a VA loan because people
Mm.
are putting, in theory, 0% down.
Yeah.
So it's like perception is, wow, this person doesn't have money to put down. It's like, that's not the case. If you have the ability to put 0% down on a house
Why
at
not?
3% interest rate,
Yeah,
why
exactly.
why why would you why wouldn't
Not
you,
do it.
right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it has nothing to do with can they afford the down payment or not. It was just almost business sense, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, so yeah. So now reality is there is speculation or stereotyping when sellers are selling the house and offers are accepted, and it's really key. And you mentioned it before, having a great realtor educate their client, the person that's listing the house about the different types of loans and not, kind of laying it out, right? Good, bad, and the ugly.
Now, as far as the approval process, is it pretty much the same between a conventional and FHA, or FHA is a little more red tape to go through? You tell me, or you tell us
No,
actually.
they're very similar. There's guidelines. So whether it's conventional, VA, FHA, there's certain guidelines. So when you're taking an application from somebody, you get to know all their info, their income, their debt, their credit score. And again, as long as they fit in those guidelines, it's the same concept, right? It's just kind of finding out. And again, this guideline with FHA, like you mentioned before, you could have a lot lower credit score than, say, a conventional and still be approved, get a decent rate, and all that sort of stuff. So,
And speaking of approval, are you able to get conditionally approved with an FHA similar to a conventional? You know how you can basically kind of go through all the underwriting.
no. So good question. Yeah. So no, the FHA doesn't do that. Those type of approvals that were kind of happening, loan kind of approvals that were happening to kind of give your little edge in your offer.
Yeah.
That was strictly got kind of conventional.
But it's good to know, so people can at least know their options and then see what they're approved for. But ultimately, you as the loan officer, you will basically kind of see what fits the client and see what's ideal for their situation, whether an FHA makes more sense versus the conventional. So.
And one thing too, and we always say it, this is why it's so crucial to use people local.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking to ABC banks and any particular banks, but they're in an office in Charlotte or Atlanta or something, they don't know that, hey, FHA is not going to really work, or I shouldn't say it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You're going to put a very high percentage of the condos out of your reach, but they may say, hey, you're FHA, you get condo for $250, go ahead. But reality is, it's going to be very slim picking. So crucial, no matter where you are, stay local.
Beautiful. Stay local, Willie. And with that being said, as always, we appreciate you guys' time. And like Ronnie just says, man, stay local. Stay local. All right, beautiful. All right. I guess until next time.
Take care, everybody.